He has a unique combination of what I call book smarts and street smarts in one, which is pretty unique for an individual. And then you got to wrap it with a passion for food and cooking.
He is genuine, he's authentic, he's real. He knows what he's got to do. And in a sort of confidently humble way, he goes about and does it.
He's intuitive, as you've probably witnessed. He's very quick-witted. He's smart, he's personable, and certainly demonstrated in my time with him, he's a man of action.
He was in the deodorants business, and think about the Old Spice transformation. It's not that different from the KFC transformation. How do you take outdated Old Spice and make it relevant again?
Kevin Hochman is one of the best marketers that I know, and he brought in the advertising agency to present an idea that he thought could be a huge idea, and it was the rotating colonel idea.
I love the fact that in the beginning, we had to encourage actors to want to be the colonel, and then after a while, every actor on the planet wanted to be the colonel, including Reba McEntire. So we had the first female, colonel, which I thought was it just made the brand culturally and socially relevant, which I think is what great brands are. They are culturally and socially relevant.
I have a favorite phrase that it's been credited to a British author. A desk is a dangerous place from which to view the world.
He is always out in the field with all of his teams. It's very rare he's sitting just in his office. He would much rather be out.
He has a real keen ability to listen really well and ask, I think, the right questions to get people to share what their experiences are or what they're working on, what's working, what's not working. And I think that's part of the reason why he was so successful, turning around KFC and why he's been so successful at Chili's.
He didn't just ask questions because he felt like, it was the right thing to do. He asked them with a sincerity in really wanting to understand, the things that kept us up at night.
But then also talk about the success and the things that are working. So him having this two-way dialogue with the people that are on the front line talking to our guests, it's made a huge difference.
There's this contagious thing that happens as he lights up the team members in the restaurants, lights up the multi-unit people, lights up the support team. All that's contagious to the customer.
Well, this passion is like taking us back to our heritage, right back in the heyday. When you walked into restaurants, they were busy, the energy that you would feel. We have this momentum and this feeling, and a lot of people will say, it's back to the old Chili's like it used to be.
He does not need to be, sort of front, like a lot of leaders who, have to be sort of the center of attention. He's very happy to give George credit, the rest of his team credit. It isn't about Kevin. It's about the results that Kevin delivers.
We do have a great recognition culture. I think that's a big part of, the Chili Head culture. It starts with Kevin, obviously, setting that strategy, but it goes all the way through the 70,000 team members. And I think that's, frankly, why we're seeing the results we are, is that our team members in the restaurants are feeling that, and they're conveying that over to our guests.
The entire industry has reacted to something that a legacy, state casual dining business is doing. We own and operate 4 brands, and I'm sitting in meetings in all 4 of those brands, and Chili's is being referenced from whether it's a consumer standpoint or a, messaging standpoint or so many things. That stuff surprises me. Not that Kevin could do it, but that a brand like that is having that broad of impact across our industry.
I got to be honest, if you'd have asked me 3 years ago or 4 years ago, would anyone in casual dining do what Kevin has done? I would have said the chances were 0. I mean, I thought casual dining was dead, gone, not relevant, not easy, and not distinctive. He's delivering sales growth numbers of like 30%. I think he's a superstar. And he continues to do it. Procter & Gamble, he did it. KFC, he did it. Now Chili's, he's doing it. He's not like a one-horse wonder or, I've had a bit of luck. For someone to go and, I guess, turn those 3 iconic brands around, it puts him in like GOAT territory.
Well, one thing I should share with you that you may or may not know is he is ridiculously funny.
He's fun. I mean, I've seen him in all kinds of costumes for our general manager meetings and other motivational reasons.
We greeted everyone that walked into the Chili's office, on some random day just to make everyone laugh. He was Willy Wonka and I was an Oompa Loompa. And we handed out candy to everybody just on a random day just to put a smile on people's faces.
When I think of Kevin, I know he enjoys family, he enjoys cooking, he enjoys hosting.
He loves it, and his passion really is creating concepts, like big ideas, menus, and then bring them to life, like even creating them and pleasing his friends.
Even for his 50th birthday, every course of the meal was related to a place he spent a significant amount of time in his life, and it had a significant meaning to him, and everybody was there, helped him make one of the courses of the meal. It was a night that was supposed to be all about him, which it was in a way, but he was still serving all of us and made us feel like we were the guests of honor at his own birthday.
He cares a lot about doing the right thing for his family. He cares a lot about doing the right thing at work, and he's a great friend, and as a result, he's also a great leader.
And I think what's surprising actually is he can find time, because he's really good at simplifying, that he can do what he does at work, but find the time to make all the most important moments and be there, which is unbelievable.
I think the obvious place most people go when they think about Kevin's legacy is going to be results he got, challenging situations, really buzzworthy, high-level marketing, all the stuff that we all know him for. But my sense is, he's really just starting to develop what will really be his legacy.
Being what Kevin and George call is being in the culture. That it is cool to be at our restaurants, that the food is great, the experience is great, and a whole another generation, as well as demographic, will come to Chili's that may have, a couple of years ago, moved on or never experienced us.
Whatever he touches in whatever restaurant business he happens to be in, people are going to come out smarter, they're going to come out better, and they're going to come out appreciating the fact that he made a difference in their life.
And he has a long runway. I still feel like he's just getting started. You haven't even seen half of what Kevin can do.
Congratulations, Kevin, on being the 2025 Restaurant Leader of the Year.
Congratulations, Kevin.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Kevin.
Congratulations, Kevin.
Congratulations, Kevin.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Kevin.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Kevin.
Congrats on Restaurant Business Leader of the Year, Dad. We're so proud of you.
Congrats, Dad.